On to you, crabs out here. Hope y'all are having a great day. Listen, you have the strength card, the four of wands, and then you crabs also have the 10 of cups. Uh, Shout outs to everybody who's on my page, who is loyal. Appreciate y'all. You know, appreciate y'all. Much love to you. All right, so these three cards right here for you, crabs. Um, that's interesting. Let me see. Give me a few seconds. That's interesting. Okay, so the strength card, the four of wands, and the 10 of cups speaks to the level of strength that a lot of you crabs actually have. Um, the reason why it is I'm saying that is obviously the strength card. But what I mean when I say strength, to define it a little bit better, a lot of you crabs want said relationship, and maybe some of you crabs may have actually interacted with some people that made it look good, made it look like they wanted the same things. Maybe some of them did want the same things, right, as far as a family is concerned. But as you got to know them, you realize that that's not actually really their main focus. They were really just saying that to you up front to get you to fall for the kind of games that they were playing, right? Because that's what happens in the beginning stages when two people usually get to know each other. You know what I mean? People try to put on their best face, their best uh, act, and then over time you begin to see more and more about the person. And so the situation with that is that's part of the problem for you. And that's part of the reason why it is that you crabs are so meticulous. You're so particular about hanging out with others, about blending energies with others, about trusting others. Because I'm seeing that a lot of you crabs are like disappointed in how so many people will think of you as being attractive, and they'll say anything in order to get into the mind of you crabs, right? To get you to trust them so that they can get what they want from you. And then the sun card and the 3 of cups represents, but do they actually really follow through with whom they present themselves to be up front at first? And the answer to that is probably not. And you crabs know this, right? This is why it is that you crabs essentially pay very close attention, probably more than other zodiac signs, to a person's character. You're paying attention to who they are because you crabs know what you have. You know, a lot of you probably are beautiful, right? Or handsome, whatever. But you know this. You crabs know that people want you because you are a zodiac sign that will take care of them, look out for them, right, when you're ready, right? They know this. And so because of the fact that they know this, they'll look at you regardless whoever you interested in, whatever way you go, um, either side, they'll look at you like a butler or a maid, right? A living butler or a maid, a person that caters to them and gives them everything that they want. But you're not the master, right? They are, right? As long as that master and butler or master and uh, maid thing continues to perpetuate, they're okay with that dynamic. And I just see a lot of you crabs paying attention to this, and that's legitimately why you got the strength card, first card coming out. The fact that you crabs are not going for that kind of relationship dynamic where one of them is independent and the other one is dependent. Granted, that whole dynamic, both of them are dependent on each other. You know what I'm saying? Both of them are actually dependent on each other, because the majority of the times that independent and dependent dynamic is really kind of like the stay at home blah 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 and the person that goes outside and works. That's what that actually is, or part of that dynamic, or an example of that dynamic. And I just see that a lot of you crabs have lived too much life to get into a dynamic like that, right? This is where you get the dynamic of like, um, you'll be going after somebody and they'll give you a hard time. What I mean when I say give you a hard time, I mean not really taking your phone calls, not really being there for you, that kind of nonsense, right? Because they're deliberately trying to do it. They're deliberately disappointing you. It's not like they are organically doing it, because there's a difference, right? Disappointing you, trying to do it, means that they're not actually, they could look out for you, but they're deliberately letting you just be exposed to the proverbial wolves, right? Whatever kind of situations you get exposed to, it is what it is. And they're kind of putting you in danger's way. But or leaving you there, right, to be in danger's way. But organically doing it is that, which is what only people are really supposed to do, is that this is why I was saying that those games that people play are so stupid at the end of the day, is that organically disappointing somebody is you do look out for the person, and you do generally have a very good history of looking out for someone, but at the same time you can't be in two places at once. And so because of that, there's a sense of you, because priority calls for you to make a decision, you know that this person is okay. So this kind of takes priority over them. Not forever, of course not. Not even for hours on hours. But this specific situation, it's more of a priority than catering to somebody who is already okay, right? They're not in harm's way. It's not serious. It's not dire, right? It's not seriously detrimental. So the point that I'm trying to make here with that is you crabs just see it. And then the Wheel of Fortune, which is major arcana for you crabs, so you showed up in your own reading. And then the Ace of Pentacles and the Moon card, which is also crabs, right? So you all throughout this. Well, the moon represents Pisces and the crabs, but still, this is about how you crabs, so you want that kind of dynamic where the two of you can actually trust and rely on each other. But it's not a weakness. It's not a weakness. You're not each other's crutch. It's per se, right? It's not each other's crutch. It's more so a sense of like the two of you feed off of each other and inspire each other to do better. And because the two of you inspire each other to do better, it's a sense of like there is no person that overly relies on the other person, right? You're not overly leaning on the other person, overly reaching, just relying on them, leaning. You know what I mean? It's the sense of, okay, in messed up situations, okay, you'll trust this person to do this, but then at the same time, you'll get back up on your feet, you know, because I'm seeing how it is that like because like the thing is that I'm seeing how you crabs are seeing it, where you realize that when you're doing the vast majority of the work, people act like they're independent, but they don't know how to do anything. It's this learned helplessness that they get because you crabs are actually the competent one that is deemed as the dependent that's really doing everything. And so a lot of you are striving to actually break out of those kind of interactions, right? The Temperance and the Nine of Pentacles speaks to how a lot of you are in a situation where so you crabs, you're not taking it too seriously, the nonsense that you've experienced recently. You just look at it like it's academic. It's just something that a lot of people will try that kind of skullduggery with you on, and you're just not going for it as though. let's clarify the the Nine of Pentacles. I've been reading the angel cards too long. The Eight of Wands, the Six of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Scorpio energy, right? Now, you crabs are the lower octave of Scorpio. Scorpio is the higher octave of you crabs. Right? So, to clarify the Nine of Pentacles for you. So, again, the Temperance and the Nine of Pentacles, like I said before, is your transformation. You know, crabs shed their skin, if I'm not mistaken, or their shell, more accurately. They shed their shell, and so because they do, it's the same kind of concept for you crabs, right? Anthropomorphized, right? You essentially are more so not really holding it against other people, that a lot of people can't really match where you are. And I've talked about this before. You crabs are on a high level. Now, I'm not saying that you crabs are one of these, but you're probably close, if not one of those, right? One of these. The reason why I'm saying that is because you find yourself being in a disposition where a lot of people don't really understand you, nor can they really get on your level. So the Eight of Wands and the Six of Cups, you know, the people whom you've interacted with, specifically right around this time, they're reaching back out because of course they want you. Of course they want you around, right? They've never seen anyone like you before. The Two of Pentacles, or it's rare. Two of Pentacles and the Strength card right here represents how it's frustrating for them, but it's frustrating for you too. But in different ways. For them, it's frustrating because they've never met anyone as rare as you crabs before. And see, it's a sense of, I gotta come back because you're too rare. And then with the other one, it's a sense of you crabs, with you, right? They're not your match. They're not of a certain spiritual level yet. So the Strength card and the Scorpio energy right here represents, so you got to walk out of their life. And I've talked about this before, and you know what I'm about to say. You crabs have got the meanest walk away game I've ever seen. Y'all Pisces, mean. For a zodiac sign that is so sensitive, so tender, I just had crabs the other day. Not like that, but I mean like eat, not like that. You know what I'm talking about. But, or at least I hope you know what I'm talking about. But for something so tasty when you cook it, crabs, I mean, so tender. Y'all are mean when it comes to walking away. You would think the person will be that attached. A crab will walk right out of your life, and you'll try to figure out, how is this? That's such a contradiction. How on one hand, so it's wild. But yeah, though, crabs, that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Overall, what I'm seeing here for this is that you crabs are finding your own strength, but you're realizing that it's a trade-off in you crabs finding your own strength, right? And I mean, striving to be the best crabs that you can be without hierarchy, without needing to just be with anyone, right? Having self-respect. A lot of you crabs understand that not everybody is going to be on your level, like I was referring to, right? Some people are weak, but they portray themselves. They act like they're strong to get you crabs to work with them, while the actual dynamics of the relationship is they make it seem like you're lame, but they have you dependent on their love, even though technically you're the one that's actually producing, right? So it's this weird dynamic of, it's this weird dynamic of like physically, right, you are independent, but mentally you are dependent. And it has to be this weird, like this mixing bowl of the two, instead of the two of you actually produce for each other and feed up off of each other and grow together, right? In this pseudo symbiotic relationship. But that's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Other than that, you crabs are doing an amazing job, and just be prepared to have a lot more people being attracted to you, because people won't be able to stay away from you. They haven't met or seen anyone like you. So I'm trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We coming up on 19,800. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.